Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you're all doing well. Two topics today, a light one later in today's video where we speak about that crazy idea. Matteo Retegui already tell you, don't touch my Dusan. Don't touch my new Dusan. But unfortunately, we have to start with something else, something serious. We have to repeat it again here on the channel. Repeating it again and again and again in order that it never happens again. Never again, never again, never again. What am I referring to? To the post of Juventus yesterday with a picture of Weston McKennie, the title, never again. And that then they followed with a club statement. People that do not know, during Juve Lazio of Coppa Italia, it has been confirmed also by the player after a viral video on social network that there were boo chants toward Weston McKennie, some racist chants, things that are unacceptable. Should we repeat it? The obvious. Unfortunately, yes, because people still do not understand that this is unacceptable. It needs to stop. And I'm really happy that Juventus, they go immediately checking the video online and taking action, as the club statement said yesterday, where they said, following the confirmation by the player, the club communicates that it will activate all procedures aimed at verifying what happened and will fully cooperate in order to identify the persons responsible and, by consequence, taking all the necessary measurement in this regard. Thank you, Juventus. This is what you need to do. This is what all the clubs in the entire world need to do. It needs now to stop. It's a message that we repeated so many times. It's a message that you already know, but unfortunately we have to repeat it again. Unfortunately. But there is one question that I need an answer, or I can't answer myself. I don't have the answer for it. It's the double standard. Can you please tell me why? Why some players, some episodes are in full page, and you have the big support of Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio fighting against it correctly, this is the right thing to do, and other players, other episodes are totally hidden. We don't even hear about it, and they are not even investigated by Federazione Italiana Gioco Calcio. I'm asking myself questions and I don't have answers, so if you can help me, would be really nice. Now we start with the light thing, with the light news. Speaking about Calcio Mercato, before that, if you didn't, at least put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Luckily, we can speak about football. Tuttosport with a big title. Pay attention, because it's a crazy title. Juve Retegui. Contatto Juve Retegui. Not idea. Contacts. They already apparently are starting to make contacts. There are already some discussion ongoing for the bomber of Genoa and La Nazionale Italiana. That could be next to Dusan. Of course, when I'm reading that, it's a news that I was absolutely not expecting. It's a rumor that I didn't hear anywhere. I remember when he was still playing in Argentina, there were contacts maybe with Inter as a big club. At the end, he went to Genoa for more or less, a bit minus, a bit more, I don't remember, 15 million euro. I know from Inter, that was Inter. I didn't hear about Juventus. Maybe one time it was an idea like that, but it was absolutely not a serious one or something that I remember now. At the moment now, from there, an idea to go in big on the front page of Tuttosport, it's a big one. Then, of course, in Mercato, today you hear Retegui, tomorrow you hear another name, so we always have to take it with a grain of salt. But it's a big one. What about the Retegui as a player? Is he a player that I like? Well, there are two players, and when I'm watching inside Tuttosport, I see two times Retegui. One with La Nazionale shirt, with the blue shirt of the Italian national team, and then the one of Genoa. Well, the one of La Nazionale, I love. Strong physically, sense of goal. He always scores. He always there. Movements, he can play alone there on top. It's a player that I spoke about him in the international break, where I told you, what a player with La Nazionale. Then I go towards an anonymous player when he is in his club at Genoa. First season in Italy, yeah, okay. But it's so much a difference in terms of impact with La Nazionale and with Genoa, where he scored only 6 goals. In his first season, I'm expecting at least 12 goals, 13 goals, if you really want to be taken into consideration by Juventus. It's not enough, according to me. Then, the guy is 24 only. He has potential. I'm not sure about Retegui. Yes, potential, yes. If you want to be a rotational player of Juventus, why not? Especially because Juventus will play a lot of game, or should play a lot of game next season. Champions League, Club World Cup, Supercoppa, if we qualify to the Coppa Italia, we have to play Serie A, so there will be an average of 55, 60 games. That's a lot of games, and at the moment we don't have enough quantity. We also miss some quality. So Juventus thinking to reinforce themselves, I understand, especially if we know that you have some players that will not be part of Juventus next season. Moischini, is it a secret? No. In January he was already there in Atletico Madrid for a loan of 6 months to show also his potential outside of Juventus. Then physical problems, he's working towards having an optimal condition again so that he receive more offers. But Moischini's journey at Juventus, it's not a secret, should be over. But also Milik, that in the first season there was a debate, enough for a rotational player, because there were some parts of the season where he did really well objectively, but then you have this season where he didn't bring anything, not as a starter, not as a rotational player. And also there, maybe Giuntoli not convinced about that extension given to Milik, even if it was for a really low price. Two players that are leaving, you need, especially in quantity, to replace them. So Retegui could even be a good idea. A good idea as a rotational player. Pay attention, because I don't think that Juventus wants to go towards again a 3-5-2 or a 4-4-2 with two strikers, Dusan, Vlahovic next to Retegui. I don't see that happening, because we have players like Chiesa, like Sule, that should come back. Let's see what will happen with him. What about Kenan Yildiz? So I don't see both of them in the same team as starters. Then as a rotational player, why not? Of course, Juventus is worrying me a bit, because I remember that last season I said stop giving money to Italian clubs. And what I'm hearing now is that we are about to pay a lot of money for Ferguson from Bologna. We are about to pay a lot of money for Calafiori from Bologna. We are about to give a lot of money to Genoa now, apparently, for Retegui, which I don't think we will reach 40-50 million euro. They signed him for 50 after a season. I believe that 25 can be already a lot for a player like Retegui. But Juventus is going towards a lot of players from Italy again, making sure that all that money stays in Serie A, which I don't 100% agree. Okay, Juve, whatever you want to, but if we know that aside of Italy, abroad, there are some talents that probably will be cheaper and they will probably be stronger, well, look aside. If you really want a player with some experience, some leadership, someone that knows Serie A, why not listening to Wanda Icardi, the wife of Icardi, that yesterday we all saw with the training kit of Juventus. I don't even know where she has that from. Not only she was alone, but she was doing pictures with her man, with Icardi, ex-captain of the Inter, that was kissing her on the forehead or the backhead yesterday, really sending signs. It's not the first time. We all remember when she was in holiday a few seasons ago with that black and white pictures, with the zebra pictures. Well, Icardi has always been a bit my dream as a rotational player, not as a striker. But anyway, Icardi, Retegui, we can even discuss, as long as you don't touch my Dusan, as I told you in the beginning of the video. Because reading the article, at a certain moment they are mentioning, if Juventus is not able to sell the players that they want, the players that they need, well, if the big offer arrives for Dusan Vlahovic, well, probably they can even take it into consideration. From the latest that I know, they are discussing with him to renew him until 2028, so it should not even be taken into consideration. But I really want to avoid that this is happening, especially the Dusan that we are seeing in 2024. Yesterday there were some big pages, I didn't speak about it, but Corriere dello Sport, mai più senza, never again without Dusan after his goal and his beautiful performance in Coppa Italia against Lazio. Vlaho vinco io. Vlaho, I will win. A wordplay that was a bit strange from Tuttosport, but again, showing Dusan Vlahovic, that was showing the shirt, that was showing himself being the number 9 of Juventus. No Vlahovic, no Juve was the title of Gazzetta dello Sport. That insight was going towards the stats of Dusan Vlahovic. 28 games on 33 with Dusan Vlahovic for an average points per game of 1.85. 52 goals when Dusan is playing, not only from him, but from the team. Without Dusan, 5 games out of 33, 0.8 average points per game. So you see a big contrast with or without Dusan Vlahovic. That is important. In the beginning of the season, I was criticizing Dusan, so let's not start now to hide and I was criticizing because I didn't see what I wanted to see. Not only in terms of goal contribution, assist, the way of playing with the other striker or scoring, but the behavior on the field, that sometimes he was losing focus, sometimes he was not doing the right movement, sometimes he was not attacking with aggressivity the ball. These kind of things that in 2024, he's showing that he's a total different player. A fantastic, beautiful left foot, but not only because he scores a lot with his right foot. Un bomber totale, because he's also using his head. So he's scoring in every possible way. And what I told you, I believe it was in the post-game live of Juve Lazio in Coppa Italia, Dusan Vlahovic, it's the best version of Dusan Vlahovic that I ever saw. Much better even than at Fiorentina. Much better. This is what I said. It will be unpopular, etc., etc. And today I see the articles of Gazzetta dello Sport that are saying the average goal per minute is the best all time from Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic full of maturity. Especially if yesterday we all saw on the Serie A YouTube channel that 10-12 minute documentary where he is in Torino walking and speaking about the love that he has for the city, the love that he has for the club, speaking about the dream, like a lot of players, to win one day the Champions League, speaking about the love and the dream he has when he enters that J Museum. I went, I believe, 6-7 times to the J Museum. I always telling you, if you have the opportunity, don't miss it. Go and watch it. Because Dusan is confirming the history that you are feeling there. The trophies, the Ballon d'Or, the bench of Juventus, the legendary coaches, the players, the shirts that are there. And when you're a player from the first team men, and you reach 300 appearances, you have your shirt forever in the J Museum. Something just incredible, fantastic. Then you have that last room where you see with a special effect, you see the trophies coming with a fantastic, which he is repeating. And he says, I want to be here for long. I want to be here for really, really, really long. And I hope he can. I really hope he can, because Dusan Vlahovic that we are seeing at the moment is the player that I want to have in my team. I don't care about Retegui, Icardi, Dusan Vlahovic first, and then you think about the aside. So let me know what you think about today's video. 2 topics. The first one, I need an answer. And then the second one about Dusan Vlahovic. Who do you prefer? Dusan Vlahovic stays, but Retegui, Icardi? Let me know in the comment section. Grazie, forza, Juve.